Mm-hmm. Salam Israel. Any questions? Any questions? Let's take some questions. Don't want for your patience, for your patience. Hold on one moment.
Hey, Slagia. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yashah Barak Thug. To all the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Lathan Ba Shem Yashah. Priest Arthur Wom Gabar. Standing in right now for Captain Azaniah. Just he'll be here in just a few. But nonetheless, though, if y'all got questions, go ahead and type them in. They got questions, go ahead and type them in. We'll make sure that we get those questions answered. Tonight is the scripture breakdown class, of course, though. So you got questions about the scriptures, you got questions about this Bible. Shalom, Yahweh, Yahshua, Thug. So the brothers, Yahweh. I'm just over here, just going in. All right, where's that? That right there. Right. So, y'all got questions about the Bible, y'all got questions about the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and type them in. I see you, Martez, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, Yahshua, Thug. Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? Young man, you know what I'm saying, holding it down in Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? The one thing I would definitely say to all the Akim and Aquaf, man, Passover, man. Passover is going to be absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. Like, in despite of all the nonsense that has been going on, despite all the petty squabbles that has been happening across the globe, of course, though, at your jobs, with your family, of course, with all that nonsense, everything is going to come up and happen to prevent you from making a Passover. Open your mouth and say something. Hey, Salakia, sir, I'm having difficulties. Salakia, they're not giving me the time off, though. You understand? Like, put it like this. Your heart's desire, right, is one of those things that, people always talk about. Yeah, I want my heart's desire. What is it that you desire? What is it that you want? What are you seeking, right? Your refuge, this here, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, is your refuge. It's peaceful here. Your brothers, your sisters, look, we went down to New York City, man, Ala Harbor Ballroom, and good night. Big ups to Captain Tazariot. You understand? Captain Tazariot, man. Hey, listen. Look, there's no question. There's no question, though. I'll leave that. You know what I'm saying? Captain definitely going to say something about it, though. Commander Junior Hana is definitely going to get into it tonight. I'm pretty certain, General Mahaiman's already, teaching the class and going in about it as well, too. If you haven't tuned in, check it out. You can check it out on the Patreon. There's all sorts of pages in regards to that. You can see it, paid access for it. But next time, make sure you get there. Make sure you be there, man. Like, there's a lot of brothers and sisters who has this. Salaki, so I get it. I get it. Okay, come on. Salaki, hey, Shalom.
Sure, it's okay.
One class?
Yeah.
Salaki.
I'll finish up right what you're talking about. Okay. Just had to grab this from the brother, man.
Yeah, no, that joint fire, sir.
Yeah, it's a traditional I don't know, Shawnee on the doggers. Yeah, man.
Of course.
So
I was like, yeah, that look like the brother.
Yep. Brother copped that for me.
Oh yeah?
Had it made. Yep, my sister. She makes these shirts. I'm gonna put out the information for anybody that wants one. And I'm glad he hit me right before the Passover, man. I'm gonna rock that. And he said they're willing to make as many as possible for the brothers.
Right.
Yep. Oh, you were saying about coming to the lecture?
Yeah. I was just touching bases about that. Because a lot of our brothers and sisters, they get caught up in the wrong nonsense. Right. And when we got there to that lecture, sir, I know you're gonna go in on it, but I was just saying, Commander and I are gonna talk about it tonight. Your mind is probably breaking it down right now.
Something crazy. Something heavy.
So it's something that we all should see and be a part of.
Right.
Because I'm not saying it to bash the brother.
Bash who?
Shabazz, Malik. You know what I'm saying? He's an attorney. His profession is an attorney.
Yeah.
And when you think of an attorney,
Salakia. I said, man, not even to cut you off, but
you got it, sir.
if you are in the courtroom, right? And you like, oh, the attorney is coming, your mama got you an attorney, your daddy got you an attorney, you got an attorney on the way, and you see Malik Zulu Shabazz walk in there, just go like this. Just do it. Just do it. Just, Baylor, turn and look at your people and be like, put them honey buns on my commissary. Make sure you visit Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right? I'm telling you, the reason why I'm saying that, 5-1, is when they saying he's an attorney, he can't argue, man. He couldn't argue. He could not argue. It was a clean.
Slacky.
A clean body bag.
If I could, sir. Go ahead. Slacky. Genesis chapter 1, I believe, verse 17. Oh, no. You know what? Genesis chapter 11, verse 9. It says, therefore, this is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. Right? The Lord calls, you know what I'm saying, us to speak different languages, which cause confusion, of course, though. And if we go back to Genesis chapter 11, verse 7, right? It says, let us go down and there confound their language. The Most High, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, in the courtroom, he may be, you know, extraordinaire in his speech. He may have the best, you know what I'm saying, most extravagant, whatever, that he can smooth talk, you know, the baby, you know, like, whatever. He can talk a pimp out of, you know what I'm saying, his pimp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He may be that guy in the courtroom. However,
I don't know, man.
What's like it, sir? You know better
I didn't see it, man. I'm being. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
God, it's like it. If we go to 1 Corinthians chapter 1:27, it says, but God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. To confound the wise. It's foolish for us to go into these other religions, into this. He said he was a Hebrew. He said he's a Hebrew Israelite. And then he had the nerve says, I'm an African Hebrew Israelite. The purpose of the debate was about which is better? Which can you trust? Africanism, right? Or the Bible? His speech, his words was that the Bible in the right hands. And of course, the Bible in his hands is not the right hands. Because obviously right here, he was confounded. He was confounded by coming up against the Most High, by trying to speak against, you know, the Israelite School Universal Practical Council.
That's what it was.
The same body, you know what I'm saying, that Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, told the disciples to go out and speak to the people.
Yep.
Because they had been confounded and scattered abroad, right?
That's what it was.
So like, I didn't want to take, you know, shots. I was being careful about, you know, taking shots at the brothers though, but, you know,
taking shots.
Ultimately speaking, I just wanted to,
it's all right.
the Most High confounded that brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, we always want to talk about unity and everything else stuff in the courtrooms. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But this courtroom here, you know what I'm saying? Body bag.
It was clean, and it was clean too. Tilapia. There was no refute in it. Okay.
It's like, if I could.
All right, go ahead.
You know how they say, you know, I plead the fifth for fear. So like,
that's the point.
He should just plead
he didn't plead the fifth. He did not plead the fifth. Like we said, he should have. He should have went ahead and said, you know, it's simple. You about to get it. Anybody got any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Without one, can you check that? I had sent you a text. That's what this is.
Got it.
Okay. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Right? You can't be an African and an Israelite. That's contradictory. And what African are you? Let me play it. I'm just going to pull this clip up. Play this clip here. Got it. I'm going to play this clip.
Oh, shit. Me too.
Right? So y'all can hear.
Coolness. But let me go to my first point that I want to register and get credit for is that religion is divisive. This Hebrew Israelite religion is practiced by my brothers, and don't get me wrong, these are my brothers.
Yeah, just like that.
Yo, when maybe he had a court case going on. Maybe he got a couple of court cases going on, because one thing, what's something significant about a lawyer?
Like,
Go ahead.
the preparation, of course, and
Preparation, right?
the way that they present their cases.
That's true.
And how they
Preparation.
lead it.
What's in preparation?
So, like, in preparation is research.
Is what?
Research.
What?
Research.
That's my point. This is why I was questioning him being an attorney. He is an attorney, but I question his work ethic. I question his wings. I question what he does, because that's poor. That's poor from an attorney. He just said religion is divisive. Who's he talking to? He's talking to the ISUPK. Does the ISUPK teach for religion or against religion? We teach against religion. There's never been a time where we spoke for religion. When have we ever taught this is a religion and religion this and religion is good and religion, you keep your religion, brother, we keep our religion? We've never. The only time we do it is when we're trying to explain something to someone and they're using the term religion. You understand what I'm saying? But we always, don't you always correct people, Thabo? When they say, oh, your religion this, your religion that. What did you, go ahead.
Kind of like you. I mean, I was going to say it jokingly, though, of course, you know, that we're cult leaders, but, you know, at the end of the day, this isn't about religion. This is about who we are. You know what I'm saying? As a people, it's our heritage. It's the practices, you know what I'm saying, that we pass down towards one another. When we come and we gather ourselves together, it's like Zephaniah 2:1, you know, when we gather ourselves together, we can dwell with one another peacefully, right? When we have a basis of foundation, you know what I'm saying? Like something that is the bedrock of everything. Like there is no confusion. There's order and structure because it's based off of something that is sound.
But it's absolutely to the point of we always correct on religion, right? Yeah. And when we talk about religion, we always go against religion. I never hear anybody else bring up religio, to restrain or to hold back. I never hear that. Religion, the literal term religion, comes from the Latin word religio, which means to restrain or pull back to an ideology or a philosophy. It restricts you and restrains you. Okay. And this cat is Catholic. He is Christian. There is no difference between the Muslims and the Christians. They all believe the same thing when it comes down to it. And when I say that, I'm talking about the religions. All these religions are the same. Oh. Walk into any store right now. What do you see decorations for?
That's not.
Go ahead.
That thing with the eggs and bunnies.
Easter.
Kind.
Easter. It's in every store. That's religion. That's religion. And you got people who know that it's wrong or not true, and what do? They still practice it. I heard a sister straight up say, Easter, there's no such thing as laying eggs. Bunnies don't lay eggs. That's not true. Those things aren't true. We don't follow that. I said, are you going to keep it though? You got kids, huh? Them babies going to get them baskets. Remember them baskets? I remember every Easter getting a big old green basket wrapped up in all this saran wrap. Y'all remember it? All the candy inside of the basket with that fake green grass. The fake grass. And the chocolate eggs in it. Had a couple toys in it sometimes. And you give it to children because you want your children to practice and to follow the same religions. And we don't do that. All right, go ahead.
It's like it. And with all this that they bring out, it's as the scripture said, a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right.
I'm presenting you a gift. What's that gift? Your identity as an African. What?
But let me just stick here, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm just going piece by piece on what he's saying. And he's talking about religion, and he didn't do his research. What do they say? What's that saying? He never planned to fail. He just failed to plan. You gotta do some research, Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz. You the leader of the new Black Panthers? You couldn't mean to tell me you couldn't have one brother in there watch them UPK videos and get back to you? Somebody couldn't watch something? He did that through the entire debate.
The point that I want to register and get credit for is that religion is divisive. This Hebrew Israelite religion is practiced by my brothers. And don't get me wrong, these are my brothers. These are my Black African brothers. The book of Hosea in the 4th and the 6th chapter say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And because thou hast rejected the knowledge I'm about to give you, the book say, I, God, have also rejected thee.
Yo, he opens up like that. He opened up like that continuously. In the book of this, in the book of that. All Bible. If Africa is the solution, why didn't you say in the book of the Shango Babadabo, it says, when you take a raindrop and put it under your nose, you can smell the future, brother. I'm just saying some trash. But y'all get what I'm saying. He did none of that. Just like Farrakhan, right? Farrakhan, he might say the Quran or the Surah, this or that. He might say that once compared to 40 damn scriptures. All of them are the same. If you're going to look at the book, the Bible, as the powerful book, just shut up. Let us handle it. We got it. We got it. We the authors. We the power structure over breaking down the scriptures.
Jesus or Yahshua, when we talk about Jesus in here, we're not talking about a blonde head, blue-eyed, pale skin, buttermilk complexion, white cracker Christ. We're talking about a black Lord.
If you're battling against a specific person, okay, anybody that knows anything about boxing, if I'm going to box, if I'm going to fight Floyd Mayweather, I have to study his defense. You get what I'm saying? Because he is perfect in defense. You can't hit Floyd Mayweather. So I have to study particular his defense. Now, if I fight Mike Tyson, I have to study and observe how he bops down, comes back and forth, and his uppercuts. I have to. You have to. Because if he catch you with an uppercut, it's a wrap. If I go in the ring against Floyd Mayweather, he's going with the uppercut. He about to do the uppercut. I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. Or if I go in the ring saying, okay, I studied Floyd Mayweather, I'm fighting Mike Tyson, so I know how his defense is, and I go like this, open myself up. This dude don't do no research. This dude just said, we're not talking about the Jesus, blonde hair, blue eyes, cracker devil. Who says that? Why are you here, man? You're wasting your time. He's absolutely wasting his time. Go ahead.
Salami, sir, he didn't say that. You forgot the milk.
Buttermilk biscuit looking, right. What I'm saying is he is saying what we teach every day and every night. That Yahweh Shai Mashiach, his blonde hair, Slakia, does not have blonde hair and blue eye, but is a black man. We teach that nonstop. What is this cat doing?
Black savior, black master. He teaches us in the book, he says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. In your own history is written on the walls of the hieroglyphics of the Mechanetah, the supreme and sacred writings. Man must know thyself. When you talk about the Bible and you limit yourself to the Bible and you confine yourself to the Bible, you are limiting yourself to a small scope, even a pebble of the broad universality and awesomeness of African history. Now let's see how divisive religion is and how it pits one brother against another, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Go to.
He just quoted the Mechanetah. And said when you study the Bible, that's a small scope, that's a pebble. And he said, I want to show you how religion is divisive. You just quoted the Bible 2 times, then quoted the Mechanetah, and now you're against religion being divisive. You just did it. This is the thing of Christianity. Hold on one second. This is the thing of Christianity in the minds of a slave. A slave cannot help but to embrace confusion. Because a slave wants to be tolerant to everything. He is supposed to be the leader of the new Black Panther Party.
Okay.
Look at how he's dressed now. He's dressed in a Nigerian garb. He's wearing West African Hamitic culture clothing. You know, with the tall kufi, the dip inside, with the dress, you know, the flowy dress that he's wearing. Well, all of his men are dressed in all black and have a militant look. And the thing that you continue to bring out in your lecture was Egypt. You got 3 different religions right there. Right there, right off the top. You dress West African in a Nigerian garb. Your men are dressed in militant black. Militant black. Matter of fact, that's 4 different religions. Because they have the patches on them, the red, black, and green. Which is Marcus Garvey, the Garveyites. Marcus Garvey didn't get along with Booker T. Washington, nor did he get along with W.E.B. Du Bois. So you got 4 different religions going on. And you're talking about Egypt? You're divisive. You're divisive. When we was waiting outside on 126th Street after the debate, Malik Zulu Shabazz guy came outside and he walked right up to me. Like his men, I don't know what was going on. His men, nothing, no security. I mean, they was around, but he just walked right up to me and said, "Well, you Hebrew Israelites brothers." And he reached out his hand. I shook his hand, like, "Peace, brother, peace. Well, you know, we still the same people. We still the same family." And I'm like, "How you knew I was a Hebrew Israelite?" You can't deny us. The headpieces, the beards, we all look the same. You can't deny us. I don't know he's with the Black Panthers. I don't know he's with Marcus Garvey. Who's with who? Who's the Egyptians? Who's the Kemetic scholars? Who's the Metronetters? Go ahead, Al.
Let's lock you. The one thing, of course, like he brings out is that red, black, and green, of course. And Captain cut him deeply with that. Ripped his soul out. Finish you. Your soul is mine.
Well, he wouldn't know because he don't do no research. That's one thing about the ISUPK is we're going to do the extensive research. He doesn't know about red, black, and green. And you talking about when brought out the flag and the green for the Irish and all that?
God. In the way it was lined up, it was almost as if Cap knew what he was going to say and respond right to it. It was like the next boop, boop, back. Oh, he's gonna bow to the left. Throw the right jab.
Now,
he's gonna bow to the right.
Captain Zariak is eloquent, intelligent, dynamic, powerful speaker. But Captain Zariak will tell you that was easy. I know he's going to tell you that was easy. I know he's going to say that battle was easy. Because it absolutely was easy. I can tell it was just absolutely easy. Like you said, he knew what he was going to say next. Oh, let me play it.
Do you see him as your brother? As your little brother? If he was born here? No, ain't no way to deal with this. He already told you where he's from. Where you from? Mali and Ghana. He's from Mali and Ghana. Ghana. Beautiful, smart young brother. Is this your people? No. Just that long. That's crazy. And they all clap for it. Yes. That shows you how dangerous religion is. Religion will make you go against yourself. Religion will make you go against your mama. Religion will make you go against your cousin, your brother, and your grandmama, all because of an interpretation in the book which has been given to us by the white man. Black power. He should never have told his black brother who was looking looking for guidance from his big brother, and he wasn't even his brother at all. He might need about 20 more minutes. I don't know what he thought.
There you go. There you go, y'all. Because he's from Ghana and Mali, we got to accept him. We got to follow him. This is something that's sad about Black people, is we never look to ourselves as our own leadership. In all these religions in which we follow, we never look to ourselves. All last year, we was battling the rosters. During the whole pandemic, we battling the rosters. Did they bring an Ethiopian yet, Dalwungawa? But every time, what did I ask for?
Where the Ethiopians at?
Can we get one Ethiopian? Because y'all believe that the Ethiopian is Christ, that the Ethiopian is God. You believe that Ethiopians are the leaders. Where are they? Where are the Ethiopians at? Can we find the Ethiopians? Can you send one? Oh, because he's from West Africa, brother. That's your brother, brother. He's from Africa. Here it is. There it is.
The subject was, but what I did like was that he played that video with that little African boy. He said, "We're insane." Don't play it, please. He did play that video with that little African boy, which was insane. And I always tell you outside, none of this excellent editing works.
Right.
Now, I'm going to show you the difference between a free man and a slave. I wouldn't feed him because his ancestors enslaved us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't feed him because he got brown skin. There's another video we got on the side that asked me if I would feed a little white boy. I said, no, he liked that. Okay. Stop. Anyway, I wouldn't feed that little white boy if nobody cared. Because y'all suffer from colorism. I don't suffer from colorism. I suffer from wanting vengeance against my enemy. Let's see if the smart one had he was a warrior. Let's see if the boy is just as smart as me. And I was if you tell my people I like your name, I
got a cup right there. The water out. Wow. Yo, he says, I like how the little boy speaks when he responds. He said, I ain't gonna lie. He said, I ain't gonna lie. Meaning, I'm gonna be straight up with you right now. I ain't gonna lie.
And I was if you tell my people I like your name, I will hate you. If you tell my people I like your name, I will hate you. Same interview. In that same interview, that little African boy, because he's a free man, said, I'm not gonna lie. If you were terrorizing my people when I got older, I would hate you and your people. That's why we hate Africans. That's why I said, like, the one thing when I'm going to use all the time now,
that was heavy, man. That was heavy. That was it. What could be his response?
Which one?
What could be his response, yo? Check this out. Remember what I was saying about a lawyer? Who introduced who introduced this evidence to the courtroom?
The lawyer.
Which one?
Malik.
Yeah. He introduced this evidence to the courtroom. Did he not sit there and think, I'm only going to play a snippet. Shalom, I'm only going to play a snippet he might play the entire clip. Falcon, what would you do, Falcon?
Me?
You educated, man. If you was given that video, right? If Sonetta came to you and you was battling, you were going to go to court. Sonetta said, "Look here, man. Look at this video. Look what he told the little African boy. He told the little African boy no." And then you watch the entire clip. Would you present that as evidence? Go ahead.
Salakia. So sometimes lawyers, which this ain't the same type of battle, and that's the first thing that he should understand. He's a child. He's a baby. You know what I'm saying? In a grown man's arena. That's the first thing that he should understand, though. So when it came down to him trying those tactics that would sway the people in the courtroom, it's not going to work. Because what he was looking for was that emotional trigger. He was looking for that emotional response. Oh, it's now in their head. It's now in their, you know what I'm saying? It's in the minds of the jury. The 12 are going to be swayed by, this is
a little boy.
Right. And of course, that he, you know what I'm saying, was the more or less aggressive or whatever else.
No, that would have worked.
In the courtroom.
It would have worked.
In the courtroom.
Yeah.
Right.
In the courtroom. It would have worked here. This is the courtroom. It would have worked here. It would have worked here. This attorney didn't finish watching the clip. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? For Captain Tazariak to say, "Oh, Sonetta edits, and y'all ain't finished the clip." Play the full clip. And the little boy says, "I'm not going to lie. If you tortured my people and hurt my people, when I got older, I would hate you and your people." This ain't a good attorney, y'all. That's what I'm trying to prove. He didn't watch the full clip. I'm not going to bring some evidence in that's going to damage me. I'm going to say, damn, nah, let's not play that. Because if we play that, he can just extend the clip and show the jury. Because the jury, at first, that would be damaging. Oh, man. How they tell that little boy no? How they tell him that? Oh, that's horrible, man. I want to feed that little boy. That's messed up. However, the little boy says, "I would hate you and your people." The little boy says it. He didn't watch the full clip. This dude has poor scholarship, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a real attorney would have been like, "Is this it? Is there more to this?"
That's what I'm saying.
A real attorney would have questioned those things. In fact, the one video that I wanted to bring out, of course, though, was I believe it was a Time to Kill, right? What is it? Samuel Jackson. When Samuel Jackson, you know what I'm saying, murdered, you know what I'm saying, or it's like he killed those two white men after they raped and, you know, tried to kill his daughter. Mm-hmm. You know, he shot them, you know what I'm saying, he killed them both. But when he went to court, the question that the attorney asked was, you know, was there more? It's like, oh, okay, maybe we don't want to, you know, present this, right? And when it was presented, they got all the research information, you know what I'm saying, that was able to discredit what the other doctor, the quote-unquote expert witness, was going to do. That's what Captain Zariak just did. He completely discredited him. Why? Because he showed the full clip.
And that's the thing in the courtroom. If you present evidence to the courtroom, and I take your evidence, and I use it back against you, and it comes out that I'm right, that's the end of the case. That's the end of the case. You're just going to be looked at as a bad attorney. That's how OJ got off. Sidebar. I just seen that coon laid up in the bed with white women coming to wake him up at 1 in the morning. What an idiot. But anyway, That's how OJ got off. Remember the prosecutor presented clothes with blood on them and things from the crime scene, items from the crime scene. They said, who got this? Who picked up all this stuff from the crime scene? Officer Mark Furman. They said, Officer Mark Furman a racist? Has he ever planted dirty evidence before? Came to find out what? Yep. So that can't be taken into account. That's how OJ won, man.
That's why I said, like, the one thing about Malcolm, you saw this time now, they killed Malcolm. The Africans don't like Malcolm. They denied Malcolm. I just wrote an article. That's New York Times. Just look it up. So he's talking about Malcolm. Don't tell me to love Malcolm. Tell Africans to love Malcolm. Tell Africans to love Malcolm. You know why you got a new Black Panther Party? Because the folks want to die.
Whoa! Do you know why you have a new Black Panther Party? Because the old one died. He ripped that man's soul out of his chest. And this is powerful right here because I love this point. What are you about to bring out?
The party because the folks want to die. This is the case of right there. He denies everything Khalid taught. We just played. Khalid said from Genesis to Revelations, the Bible is the roadmap to our salvation. He said, don't trust it. He's a terrible son. Right. And J. Hannah taught by the 7 years has never betrayed them. Right. Everything that they gave here, they gave it to us. And that's why we're here. So that's it. Let me just show something real fast. When you say if Israel be separated, they will have fights within the separation. I heard you say it a second ago. That's because that's what Islam does. That's what the Black Panther Party does. These brothers you see in here, we don't live in the same area. Khalil's from Staten Island, from Jersey. I don't know him without this truth. His brother Malak is from Houston. His brother Gabba was from Houston. You got brothers from Philly, Syracuse, all over the nation. We're separated from everybody, but we're not separated from each other. Right. Now, imagine if everybody in America that was all our people did the exact same thing. But we're saying separate. We're saying join. Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desire. What I just showed in this presentation is that the Africans do not desire you. Right. Unless they want to appropriate your pain or your power. You know what? That's fine. Let's just not join them. So he might be speaking from his experience of divisions amongst what they are part of, which is plenty. The Nation of Islam is a prime example. That's why he don't want to be with the Nation of Islam, because they're not together. You come to ISUPK, you will be together. The book says that showing some people.
Here it go. There it go. Who won this battle? Who won the battle? He about to say it right now. He about to say it right now. Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz is getting ready to say who won the battle right now.
The book says that showing some people of God, the children of Israel, let me tell you this, I'm one of the children of Israel. Yes, I'm one of the children of Israel. Yes, I'm one of the children of Israel. Remember, somebody was trust Africa in the Bible. This nigga trusted the Bible more and more every day. He don't trust Africa. He said the Bible, we take the Bible out of the baby people that don't understand the Bible's hands and put it in the right hands. That's our liberation. Right. That's the body bag liberation.
Pretty self-explanatory, man. It is what it is. You could say what you want, but you can't deny the truth. You can't deny it. That's embarrassing, man. That is straight up embarrassing. He should be embarrassed of himself. His organization should feel embarrassed. All right? Any questions about anything pertaining? Okay. We are not African. That's for damn sure. We are not Hamitic people. We are not. All right, give me Deuteronomy chapter 32, Baba for sure. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Start with verse 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old.
Do what?
Remember the days of old.
Do what?
Remember the days of old.
Uh-huh.
Consider the years of many generations.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Okay? Remember the days of old. What does that mean? What does that mean? Remember the days of old.
It's like remember the past time, of course, though. It's something that it's like the wisdom of your fathers, right? Your father has wisdom because they have lived for, many experiences. They've gone through a lot, of course. So they have knowledge and information to be passed upon, of course, though, that can benefit you, of course.
What if your fathers was wicked?
Yeah, you can still get the knowledge from it as well.
So I'm looking for one word. One word. Remember the days of old. What is that?
The past.
Give me another term.
History.
History. Right. That's right. We should know our history. It's absolutely important for us to know our history. We should know our history. Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. History. Okay? And they don't want us to know our history. We don't even want ourselves to know our history. We want to learn everybody else's history. Okay? All right? So remember the days of old. Okay? Now, what does that entail when we have to do that? What's something else that we have to do then? To know the history. Because what are people going to say? They're going to say, well, we African, so we should remember African history. What is it that we should do? Because the one brother went up there and he said, so African Americans, are they the ancient Egyptians? And how can you prove that? Malik Zulu Sabraz did not prove it. He cut himself. He said, this is who you are. You black and they black. And as the brother went back to his seat, the brother from Baltimore, he sat down and he said, he kept talking to him. And as the brother was sat down, Salaki, his name slips my mind. As the brother sat down, he said, you're a Nigerian, brother. You're from West Africa. You just cut yourself. You bringing up all this pyramids and pharaohs. That's ancient Egypt. That's Kemet. That's not Igbo. That's not Ashanti. That's not West African culture. That's a completely different culture. And you saying he's a Nigerian, but you just taught a whole lecture on us being Egyptian. The confusion is crazy. So what must we do to remember the days of old? What is something that we have to do?
Shalakia.
Research.
Do what?
Research.
Do what?
Research.
Something that he didn't do well at all. He did horrible. He did a horrible job. He was supposed to research, and he did not research. We have to do research, all right? We take the Bible. Let's take the Bible. Let's take the Quran. Let's take the Ancient Book of the Dead. What's some other books? The Negra Cabas. I might be saying that incorrectly. Negra Cabas. All these books. Let's take these books. Which parallels and lines up with us? Which one says this is who we are? There is no book except the Bible that prophesies that we are these people. Even he said it. He said, y'all wasn't slaves in Egypt. Y'all is the slaves here in America. Even if you want to believe that argument and follow that argument, did you just still cut yourself? Because you're saying that the Bible prophesied us being enslaved in the Americas.
Okay.
So the Israelites in the Bible are the slaves in America. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This book is our research. Go ahead, start from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old.
Mm-hmm.
Consider the years of many generations.
Do what?
Consider the many years. Consider the years of many generations.
Consider the years of many generations. Oh, this is 6,000 years old. When it's $73 trillion. Sorry, the Earth been in existence for I'm about to say $1 trillion. 73 trillion years. You can't go back that far. You don't know those generations. If you're saying the Earth has been in existence for 73 trillion years, which is stupid and dumb, that's a fairy tale. That's dumb. That is so stupid to believe the Earth has been in existence for 73 trillion years. That is dumb. That's what? Sensationalism. Remember we were talking about that? That's poetic. And when you talk to black people, when you throw sensationalism, Salakia, and poetry into something, whoo, they gonna believe it. They'll believe it. Yo, that headpiece is hardcore, right? That headpiece right there, that shit killed about 1,000 demons, don't it? You walk down the street and people just drop dead because that headpiece is so rough. I'm speaking poem. I'm speaking poetry. Because it is a hard piece. But at the same time, people don't drop dead at it. But black people will believe it. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
You see this incense that we burning in here?
Say.
This incense that we burning in here? It makes sure that the demons stay on the outside. No, it just smells good, man. I like burning it because it smells good. You just put sage in food. You just burn stuff. I don't know why people burn sage. You're only doing it because somebody told you to do it. You're only African because the white man called you African. The so-called white man, who is Esau, the Europeans, they taught you that you were an African. And you gobbled it up because you believe that he is God, that he is greater than you, that he is the master, that he is the Lord and the Savior. He's the intelligent one. So when he tells you that you're African, what do? You follow it. Instead, in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we do our own research. Shout out to Captain Kataza. He got another book coming out. That came out 2 weeks ago. Reuben. Okay? Gotta cop it. I gotta get the Reuben book. All right? Go ahead, Salaki.
thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Who's our father? Who's the elders? That's going to show us and to tell us. Who are they? They what he kept doing? Is it Stokely Carmichael? Is it Ben Yakinen? John Henry Clark?
Yeah.
Patrice Lumumba of the Congo? These is our fathers that's going to tell us. They are gone. And they didn't even believe their own research. They kept switching it up. They call him Dr. Ben. His name is Dr. Ben Yakinen. Benjamin Yakinen. That's a Hebrew name. He got a Hebrew name? And he teaching you about Kemet? Y'all, come on, man. Y'all easy. Y'all easy, man. Y'all very easy. Our fathers, Commanding General Yohana. The seven heads, Abba Bivens, the seven heads, Commanding General Yohana, the generals, the elders. When it says that, it's saying it in the sense of who is our teachers and who are our leadership. Has to be somebody that knows. Those brothers who are not in here with us, they do not know. They don't know history. They don't. They don't know who we are. Okay? All right? Go ahead, huh? Did you have something to say?
Oh, it's like.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Ask thy father, and he will shew thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Mm-hmm.
When the Most High divided to the nations,
This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 8. Go ahead. When the what?
When the Most High divided to the nations.
The Most High did what?
Divided to the nations.
The Most High did what?
Divided.
Hold on. What was this man's argument? Y'all divisive. Y'all so divisive. Shut up! I'm slucky. I didn't mean to yell. I did mean to yell. Because it's frustrating, man. I'm tired of this we are the world bull crap. Everybody hold hands, everybody together, brother. We are brothers and sisters. Hamites walk up to you and go, hey, brother, my brother. They only say that because we said that to them. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Everybody want to join together for what? The Most High divided. You just said that, didn't you? You were talking about the Tower of Babel. The Most High is always divided. He's always made separation. One love, one heart. Let's get together and be all right. Let me bring this up about the Grammys. You heard about that, right?
Which part?
The Benjamites being mad. Many Jamaicans are upset at who won the Grammys for Best Reggae Artist. You know who won Best Reggae Artist last night?
Revolution?
An all-white reggae band.
Revolution?
No. I don't know their name. I know their name is S-O-J-A. Soja.
Colors, man.
The Benjamites is upset. And they have the right to be upset. But they don't have the right to be upset in the sense that they gave it to the Edomites. Let's bring this up real quick. JamaicanObserver.com. This is Jamaica's Observer. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, the so-called Caribbeans. Backlash against Soulja, SOJA's reggae Grammy win, unjustified, says musicologist. Most Jamaicans reacted with anger and disdain at news that SOJA, a predominantly all-white reggae band, why does it say all-white reggae band, huh? I thought we was all together. It's one love, ain't it? Where Rasta Lawrence at? The vegetables, the vegetarians, the vegans, and we need to go back to being vegans. A garden is divided. You even divide a garden, but you're killing living things when you kill a plant is a living thing. Didn't you just have to tear up the backyard? Don't you got to tear out the weeds? Because the weeds will do what? What is something weeds will continue to do?
Grow.
And what will, you know, they'll do something else too. If you plant something like a pretty flower and the weeds come up, what's the weed going to do? The weed is going to what?
Kill it.
A weed is going to what?
Kill it.
A weed will kill a flower. Why? Why does a weed kill a flower?
It's like,
Hold on one second. Let's see something. Why does a weed kill a flower? Go ahead, I.
because it takes away the nourishment. It takes away what the flower needs. It's like,
Because they're going to be both fighting for what? Who gets the sunlight? Who gets the water? Who gets the minerals from the soil?
God.
We both can't be in the same place and get the resources. Especially with a weed. A flower might work with it, work with another flower. But a weed has to be pulled out. And you can't pull a weed, you can't just cut a weed at the top. You have to pull a weed from the root. Y'all one love, y'all vegans. I think y'all understand that, don't you? Predominantly all-white reggae band had won this year's reggae Grammy with their album Beauty in the Silence. They don't even gotta make music. They can be silent. And they the beautiful ones. Why? Because they white. Go ahead,
Salaki, they making white noise?
That's a good one. That's a good one. And it does what? It puts you to sleep. Uh-oh. I thought y'all was waking up. I thought reggae was to wake up the people. Reggae was to wake up the people. However, one industry expert, Dr. Dennis Howard, an ethnomusicologist, believes that the anger of Jamaicans is unjustified. It's unjustified. We're supposed to be revolutionary people, right? So why is this unjustified? It's no surprise that SOJA won the Best Grammy Album, while the other artist is in the category had some relatively good projects. SOJA's album is more in keeping with the U.S. reggae scene, labeled modern reggae. It was their third nomination, and the album was a critical success. They also paid tribute to Jamaican culture in the song Press Rewind, Howard noted. Oh, they gave us credit. They did a song about us. They did a song about black reggae artists, Peter Tosh and Burning Spear. They did a song about us. So come on, Ak. What's the problem? Go ahead.
So Salaki, are they getting an award because they're talented? Or are they getting a reward because they did something like Harvard grads where they get the credit for the name of someone else, the work someone else did?
There it is, Ak. According to Howard, the backlash is a knee-jerk reaction and has little bearing on the harsh realities that dictate the economics of the world music. Jamaica no longer has a monopoly on reggae. What is he saying? What is he really saying? Jamaica has no monopoly on reggae. What is he saying? For better words. Go ahead,
Salaki, it's not
Jamaican music is no longer
Jamaican music.
Okay, what is he saying?
It doesn't belong to Jamaicans, black people. It belongs to the white.
That's it. Don't you hear that about our hip hop too? And our R&B?
Eminem?
Right, you can't. I remember hearing DMX saying this, and this made me mad when DMX said this. One of my favorite artists of all time. DMX said, "Hip hop isn't just to New York City. Hip hop is not just to Black America. Hip hop is everywhere. Hip hop is in Switzerland. It's in Sweden. It's in Germany. It's in Japan. It's hip hop. So it's universal." What? No. No. So now when we don't make any money off of it, now when we don't get any reward for it, now when we don't get any respect on it, you can't say nothing because you gave it to them. You gave your music away. You gave your art away. You gave your culture away. And in turn, you do what? You give your identity away. And it says it right here. Let me just read this point. It is no surprise that SOJA won the Best Grammy Album, while other artists in the category had some relatively good projects. SOJA's album is more in keeping with the U.S. reggae scene, labeled modern reggae. That's the new Black Panther Party, y'all. That's the new this and the new that. You have to modernize it because we don't want it to be old. What y'all believe in is archaic and old and divisive. Y'all believe in all that division. The Bible is about division. Go ahead, Al.
It's essentially saying that, the music is more so the versus the what I'm saying? Like that
I don't even know what the first one was.
The mumble rap.
I don't know none of this stuff.
You ain't recognize this stuff?
No.
You little yachty? It's the mumble rap. Nobody knows what they say. It just.
But when it says, these terms mean European, white, U.S. reggae scene? The U.S. reggae scene? What? Makes me think of, what's the fat bastard name? DJ Khaled. I can't stand him. He's standing with Benjamin talking about, we the best. Praise the Most High. Shut up. Go back to your 7-Eleven, your corner store, and pray to Allah. The hell is y'all doing here? Let our culture be our culture. Just keep your own. In Africa, oh my goodness. We gave up dance hall to the Africans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing this Hamitic reggae stuff, dance hall, like, they just stole everything. 10 years ago, no African music was like this. Reggae music been out since the 60s. Beyond that, what the hell is this? They're stealing everything of ours, and we just give it to them and give it away. Hamites wasn't making music like that 10 years ago. The nigga don't even say nothing. I can't even call him a nigga. The Hamite don't even say nothing, huh? He mumbles. No. The Hamite.
Yeah, I know. It's already,
What's his name? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the whole song. The whole song is beat the ba da ba da da ba da da Buddha. Ooh ha ha. I said, what the hell is this?
They say
We should be disrespected. We should have took that as an offense. That's not dance hall music. That's not reggae music. That's not hip hop. That's not R&B. That ain't got nothing to do with black over here. They're not black. They don't even identify as black. Go ahead, Al.
So this all stems from that civil rights movement, which is the reasons why I'm saying we as a people have been so destroyed. Because now they have just taken what we were not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? We taught them how to come back into. We opened the door for them to come back at us. We opened the door for them to say, oh, yeah, they're racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting played on the radio because, you know what I'm saying, black people are racist to white people. God damn. Africans can say black people are being racist. You know what I'm saying? We are the originals. We come from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? They will use everything against us because we went with that civil rights nonsense, of course, though, which we should have never did in the first place, with the exception, as Captain Star was bringing out, about the boycotts. We should have said, hell with it. We are going to do our own thing.
But the end all of the boycott
Gotcha.
was to make white people see us as we're important too.
Yeah. What's like
We supposed to boycott our music from them. We supposed to, we can do it. We can do it now. You got cancel culture.
Oh.
They canceled R. Kelly. Everybody canceled R. Kelly.
They're working on those.
You can cancel R. Kelly. They ain't gonna cancel Lil Boosie. They won't. He makes twerk music. That's black culture now. The sisters ain't against Boosie that way. They're not really against Lil Boosie because they can be hoes with Lil Boosie. But we have to cancel them from integrating with us. We can do that. It's easy. That's easy, man. Cancel the culture. Cancel them. Let me say this real quick. Among the many Jamaicans expressing outrage at SOJA's Grammy win was dancehall superstar Bounty Killer. Give him a hand. Who labeled the selection by the Recording Academy as a sellout. You know Bounty Killer, right? Woo-wee! He got some hardcore ones. That's a Benjamite right there, Bounty Killer. Let me see. I do not own the authorization. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it in the subscriptions. Details. For all you madness watching and observing us. But I remember we used to play this all the time, man. song. We used to play this one. I'm just trying to shout out my man, Bounty Killer. That was either this one or it was the other one.
It was not the ghetto rebel who moved his mother from one address in Kingston 11 to another address in Kingston 11. It was that little devil. Police, yo, up to the truck.
I remember, man, when I first came into school, I was an officer, a young officer, and I start going up in the ranks, and Eddie Long popped up on the scene. And I'm telling you, man, this was when YouTube was open. Like, you could play music on YouTube. You could play music on Facebook. And, yo, this is killing Eddie Long.
This time, son of mine, now live another night. Police, yo, up to the truck this time, son of mine, now live another night. One to the bisexual, bisexual, we fuck man, dog, and one to see fish. Yo, up to them little blood clot panties. Yo, boy, panties, yo. Final one. Me pick the caliber, look like two bears. I'm bored with two beers. We need boom bang. Them look like two beers. When me box these.
That nigga said, boom, boom. Now you look like toothpaste. Oh! Yo, he went in. He went in against the sodomites, the transvestites, the bisexual or trisexual. Yo, it was crazy. That's dance off. That's reggae. Leviticus. I remember Sizzler got kicked out of Syracuse University. He can no longer come back to Syracuse. He's permanently banned. He can't come into the city of Syracuse. Sizzler. That's dance hall. That's reggae. Because they said to him, before he got on stage at Syracuse University, they said, you can't speak anything against homophobia. You can't talk like that. You can't do that. He nodded like this. They gave him the mic. He went on the mic. He said, in Leviticus. So, yo, he just went in. He read the scripture down. And he said, and that goes for women too. And then he just dropped this boom, boom. And all the songs just against sodomites. I said, man, that's dancehall. That's reggae. That's what we about. That's what us. Now, because you want a couple of dollars.
I see a bumper clad bulletproof skin. I don't put it out. This your one bulletproof skin. Bulletproof face like that chin.
You can't do this because you want a couple of dollars. Now you got to bring the Edomites on. Go ahead, you was about to say something.
It's like, I mean, the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, we can set up our own. You know what I'm saying? We can do our own, of course, though. We have black banks. You understand? We have black financial institutions, of course. But we have to realize that we don't have to go the same route that the other nations have. You understand? Like, we can do it to be a benefit to ourselves and still follow all the guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Within you know, the industry, of course. We can do that. There's nothing wrong with freedom of speech. There's nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, setting up the yacht club, right? Because, goddamn, white people have yacht clubs, don't they? White people have golf clubs, don't they? They have all types of, you know, private institutions, you know what I'm saying, that's only for who? Exclusive membership. Shit, I'm just like a homeless man just can't walk, you know what I'm saying, in what is it, 90210
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, and just say, hey, I'm coming to your yacht club. I'm coming, you know what I'm saying, to be a member of your society or whatever.
You have to be exclusive and only inclusive to your people. It's biblical. I just want to read this part, and we're going to go back to the scripture, Deuteronomy 32:8. What a big piece of, Salakia. I gotta get my Benjamite on. Okay. What a big piece of sellout one, yeah? So white folks winning best reggae album over Jamaicans. And they put WTF, but I know Bounty Killer didn't say WTF. The fuckery. The warlord posted on Instagram. What a big piece of sellout one, yeah. So white folks winning best reggae album over Jamaicans. I gotta give it up for Bounty Killer, man. He's right. And you know what? It's biblical. Go to verse 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
When he did what?
Separated the sons of Adam.
When he did what?
Separated the sons of Adam.
Oh, we all come from Adam. We all the same people. Don't we all come together? No. The Most High did what? What's the key word there?
Separated.
Did what?
Separated.
He did what?
Separated.
The Most High separated. He separated. He separated. He separated who?
The sons of Adam.
The what?
The sons of Adam.
He separated the sons of Adam. He separated them. Go ahead.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
What does that mean? What does that mean? He set the bounds of the people. Who are the people?
So like the sons of Adam.
Right? The sons of Adam, right? Give me some other terms.
So like
the nations.
okay.
Okay? Because he's separating right now. He said the people, which are the other nations, the heathens, right? The Gentiles, everybody else. Go ahead. People according to the number of the children of Israel.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
What was it I just watched? Was it Four Brothers, I think it was. When the mother died, she had a will, of course, though. She had some cash.
You talking about with Mark Wahlberg and Tyrese?
Yeah. And Andre 2000.
Yeah.
Where the hell the other guy? He took the cash and divided it up amongst the brothers. I think he gave a chain to the other one. But he gave each one their portion according to the sons. Divided it evenly, you know what I'm saying, amongst all of them.
Okay.
You know, that was the same thing that was done, you know what I'm saying, to the earth. You know what I'm saying? It was divided up according to the sons, the nations, the children of Israel.
Right.
So, hey, Gad, you're going to have this portion. You know, Reuben's going to have this portion.
But what's going on with the nations?
Their rulership, you know what I'm saying, is going to fall according, you know what I'm saying, based upon the children of Israel.
Not rulership.
Well, it's like their portion, not like in
their bounds,
but their portion that they will, you know, reside in or be allowed to go about. It's like,
but bring it home with Israel being the focal point.
Right, God, that's what I was getting. So like it's as if you look at, you know what I'm saying, I guess, you know, Great Britain, of course, right? There's the Queen, whatever, and there's all the territories that surround you. They all have the separate territories, but that rulership is by the Queen. You know what I'm saying? Like the same rulership that was happening with the earth, it's going to be of the children of Israel that everybody else will fall underneath.
Okay.
Like all the other nations, you know what I'm saying?
So what is the Most High doing?
He's making separation and divisions according to the ruling people.
Okay.
Which is the children of Israel.
And what does that make the Most High do?
It's like it.
What is that? Okay. Let me see. I got this bag of frankincense, right?
Yeah.
Got the other nations. Okay. Go like this. This is the bag of frankincense, and myrrh. Moabites, Ammonites, they'll get 1 stone. The Edomites will get 1 stone. The Ishmaelites will get 1 stone. The Hamites will get 1 stone. You see what's left in this bag?
Okay.
Right. This bag goes to Israel. When it says the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel, meaning he wants to give the majority of everything to Israel. The Most High is selfish for Israel. He's stingy for Israel.
Right.
He shows favor to Israel, meaning Israel gets the best, the greatest, everything. You'll just get enough to exist.
Okay.
This goes to Israel. This stone goes to Moab, Ammon. They get 1 stone apiece. But all these other stones, the great stones, all this stuff goes to Israel. They just get to exist. When everything great revolves around us. The Most High is selfish, stingy, divisive. He divided. And we as black people are the only people. Black Americans are the only people that want everybody to come together. No other group of people talk like that except us. We the only ones that want allies. We want friends. We want to come together. Ooh, Will Smith, he smacked Chris Rock, and it was in front of what everybody is saying. It was in front of.
That's like the Oscars.
Yeah. Who?
The world.
Who?
White people.
White people. Because niggas smack niggas every day over hoes.
Yeah.
They fight all the time over hoes, over women, over words. They murder each other over words every day, all the goddamn time. But because it was in front of white folks, in front of them good old-fashioned white folks, boy. Black people are the only people like that. Black Americans. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The children of Israel have this deep love for the other nations. For the other nations. And it's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's just stupid. And we need to divide and be selfish, like the Most High said here. Go ahead, Oh, I thought you was going to say something.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Read the second part of 8 and then go into 9.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
That's right.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
Is what?
His people.
All.
His people.
Everybody.
His people.
Come together.
His people.
For the Lord's portion is his people. Go ahead.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. What are we doing? What are we doing? Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Right? What does that mean? For the Lord's portion is his people. Let me see if anybody got it online. The Lord's portion is his people. What does that mean? Martez Roberts, what does that mean? Let's get the brother answer. Martez Roberts. For the Lord's portion, and give the brother a hand, man. He rocked with us down there too. Okay? Coming up strong, flowing right in. What does that mean, brother? For the Lord's portion is his people. Give the brother a moment. And just in time, too. I thought he forgot about me. Brandon Lazaro. Said he can do different colors. Said he could put fringes on them. This was just a, this was just a taste. He just said, let me just throw this and send it to him. Got the fringes on him. He said, and this is what he said too. He said, we can put the shield on him. Yeah, I'm gonna put the shields on him. That's good. Give me a little bit more, Martez. Yep. The Lord is only stingy for his people. That's correct. Give me a little bit more. For the Lord's portion is his people. For the Lord's portion is his people. That's crazy. He went in, boy. Because dancehall and reggae is against sodomites. Dancehall and reggae is a chop down Babylon. Let's chop down Babylon. Babylon are burned. Burn down Babylon. That's why I was so upset with Lawrence. Rasta Lawrence. I'm like, I thought y'all was against Babylon. Y'all love Babylon, man. Y'all got Babylon running y'all music. Selling the food. Yo, they be selling, you telling me, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Asian, the Hamites, the Africans, the Edomites, white people, they be selling Benjamite food, making it. Me and Thought One walk out of that joint. Me and Thought One walk into a Benjamite restaurant and we see Edomites, we are leaving. There is no way. I'll tell y'all a little side story. This was years ago. We went down to New York City, I think for camp. And Captain Cadezar took us to some spot. He's like the Mexican restaurant. We go to the Mexican restaurant. This is straight up Chinese man making the food. I look at Captain Cadezar like, and we just joking and laughing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what the hell is going on? You will be surprised now. Everything that we do. Don't get me started on inventions. Don't get me started on intelligence. Go ahead, you was about to say something. Go right ahead. I think it was about the Benjamite food.
Oh yeah, it's like yeah. So you go down here, you know what I'm saying, to the that one spot. They got, you know what I'm saying, the beef patties, right? They got the cocoa bread, of course. They buckets, fryers, you know what I'm saying? People waiting in there 10, 15 minutes just for some chicken.
Where at?
Right at the corner store where the brother, you know what I'm saying, died, right in front of it. Off of by Sean. You remember when the brother and his girl was arguing after having a long day of being together, and then she called her cousin, and him and the cousin got into a fight, and he beat the cousin up.
Oh no, I don't remember that. But it's an era.
But it's the Express Mart, right down the street.
Yeah.
Everybody be all up in that.
You talking about Midway?
Come.
Midway Express.
God.
West Street.
God.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. They make buckets of fried chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they get paid off that job.
Oh, hell yeah. Fried chicken is our food. Beef patties is our food. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I was just talking about, you're absolutely right. I was talking about like a straight up curry chicken, jerk chicken, stewed fish.
Right.
Yeah. Because that exists too.
Yeah, it's like
out of this world.
When we went to Canada, that one spot we went to, we walked out of it. But the other spot, you know what I'm saying, you had, you know what I'm saying, our people up in there. They was ready for carnival. Carnival.
Who, the Edomites?
The first spot we went into.
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
But it's a sister. I think the sister owns the franchise, or she controls a portion of the franchise. But they're working, you know what I'm saying, on bringing that joint over here to the States. Buffalo, Syracuse, New York. Lit.
Most High in Christ. Well, let's get it. Well, that's it, brother. The brother got it. The Lord has indeed created every nation of people for a reason, but Israel is the only nation the Lord is dealing with. That's it. Give him a hand, yeah? Okay. Oh, and the Issachar, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Issachar came out, man. Issachar be pushing them videos. Taco Bell is not Mexican food. I mean, they be dropping it. That's not Mexican food. That's not our food, brother. That's not our food, sister.
They got the BGs all the time.
That's not us. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Go get some real Mexican tacos. Oh my goodness. Get some authentic Issacharite food. It's out of this world. But they're going to steal everything because we're not being divisive. We need to be divisive. The Most High has divided us. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. What does that mean? Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. That's heavy. What does that mean? Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
So when it comes down to passing on, you know, the blessing, of course, though, you know, Jacob, you know, is who's going to receive, you know, that inheritance, that blessing, of course, though. And the majority of it, the good portion of it, it's going to be with Jacob, right? And of course, you know, the father of 12 tribes, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will be passed down to the children of Jacob, of course. Mm-hmm. And it's set so that...
But who is this his here? You're right. But who is this his? The Most High. Go ahead.
God, it is set in a way that as they got the Rockefellers right now that has, you know, they haven't had to do, the Rockefeller Trust, they haven't had to do anything different since it was set up, you know what I'm saying, back in 1934. Mm-hmm. But how many people actually know about that? It's generational wealth that the Rockefellers never have to work again. It's compounding interest, you know what I'm saying, over and over and over. Well, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, we are the children of Israel. And we have been giving that inheritance that's far greater than the goddamn Rockefeller Trust. But we, unfortunately, have given it away to another people. We, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, are turning our backs from it because we can't give up our lust. I didn't even get into all that, but at the end of the day, it's just what the portion that we should have gives us rulership, gives us power, gives us authority to not just lead, to guide, you know what I'm saying, and set that standard for the entire world. It's like,
yeah, that's absolutely our purpose, is to represent. Okay. Beef patties, pastelillos, yeah.
Arroz con pollo.
Right, all that. Okay. All right. Read that verse one more time and we're done with the class.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 9.
Read 8 for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse
Because
8.
people should understand that the Most High is divisive. He
God,
does divide.
God.
He does divide. Everybody wants to keep everything together. Let's all come together. Everybody hold hands. Yay! It's a war going on outside. It's a goddamn war going on. They got Americans going to the Ukraine to volunteer to fight for the Ukrainian. Why not the Russians? Why aren't the Americans going to fight for the Russians? Aren't the Russians humans too? Aren't they people too? Don't the Russians have children and loved ones? It's a goddamn war. World War III is ready to kick off. And what are we doing? Everybody come together. Jesus, the blood of Jesus covers everybody and wants all of us. Y'all need to stop talking like that. Shut up, you dummy. Even in your own garden. You garden? You have to put this vegetable here, that vegetable here, these plants here. You have to pluck the weeds out. You have to straighten up a garden in order to its kind. Fish. Do fish swim together? Do you just have all these mixtures of fish? No, they call them schools. A school of fish. These fish swim together. These fish carry over here. I think April 1st was the first day of, no, April 2nd. Okay. But you're right. April 1st was the beginning of fishing season, but April 2nd was trout season. You have to separate a day for the different types of fish. You have to organize so that there's no chaos. You have to divide which fish you can go fishing for. Tonight at 9:30, Kansas plays against North Carolina. How about they just end it in a tie? Maybe they should just end it in a tie. Because we're all together on this. And everybody holds hands. Shut up! What did John Witherspoon say in Boomerang? Excuse my language, everybody. If you got sensitive ears, cover them. Son, seems like your pussy wet. You need to put that in reverse and whip some pussy. God damn it! Shut up! Man up! It's time for war. They're going to be battling and fighting. And what you going to do? Feel the world making a better place for you. I guarantee black people come out with an R&B song and a rap song for what? Free the Ukrainians. Watch! I got money on it. I put money on it. Real soon, it's going to be some Ukrainian freedom song. Am I right or wrong? I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And black people going to be in there all singing and dancing and smiling. And we got to come together. Read it one more time and I'm done.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations.
When the Most High?
When the Most High divided.
Did what?
Divided.
Did what?
Divided.
Did what?
Divided.
Uh-huh.
To the nations, their inheritance.
Uh-huh.
When he separated.
He did what?
When he separated.
What?
When he separated.
What?
When he separated.
Go ahead.
The sons of Adam.
Yeah.
He set the boundaries of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Keep going.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
Whose people?
His people.
Huh?
His people.
I'm sorry?
His people.
His people. Keep going.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
That's it. Pass the class over to priest and officer Bow. So you got a red headband and match a red shirt. So you match red together? Why not match green with it? Go ahead, Axel.
I'm not back to that.
Yeah.
ISUPK security announcement. Where the ISUPK started out 1 West on 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander Junior Hana. Root for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Passover, man. Passover. Cocoa Beach, Florida. Next week. If you ain't excited about that, if you haven't made arrangements, you know what I'm saying, what more can I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, reach out to the camp nearest you, though. We are making everything possible, you know what I'm saying, for you to be there. You just have to get there. If you care for your brothers, if you care for your people, if you tired of the nonsense and everything else that's been going on, though, you show up to the Passover, of course, though, and pray that the Most High returns, you know what I'm saying, sends Yahweh Shai Mashiach to come back and free us from the goddamn oppression that we are in. Wake our brothers and sisters up around this globe so that we don't have to continue, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the nonsense, of course. Be righteous in what we are doing. Salakia, after, we are going to have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So, prior to Passover, which starts April 15th, that's sundown, anything that has leavening, that makes your bread rise, you got brownies, that makes bread rise. You have Fruity Pebbles. You understand? It has leavening in it. That needs to be put outside of your house, outside of your dwelling. If you have a vehicle, take it and put it in your truck. Take the baking soda, the baking powder, you understand? The stuff that you put. Those of you who know how to bake or claim to know how to bake, you know what I'm saying? You should know. Google search it if you don't understand. If you got questions, reach out to the camp that are nearest you. If you're trying to learn how to keep the Lord's Passover, if you claim to want to be righteous, if you say that you want to see the betterment of your people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel, the righteous rulers of this nation, will make sure, you know what I'm saying, you do what you should, of course, though. Make it to the 53rd annual Passover, of course, though. It's going to be absolutely glorious. There are a week full of events. You understand? I know that we have the fishing trip. We have is it the yacht party, Slocky? The all-black party?
All-black party.
We have the all-black party, of course, though. We have the dedication. You know what I'm saying? We are dedicated. Commander Nahana is going to make sure that we are dedicated back to the Most High. You understand? That's going to be next week.
Stream 85
we have
channels.
the children's party. We have the children's party. You understand? It's going to be a glorious time. The sisters have made arrangements, of course, though, for daycare, babysitters. It's fantastic. I'm excited, though. Sound like an infomercial right now, but look, I'm taking the whole week off so I can go be with my brothers and my sisters, man. Do what you got to do. You understand? Don't lose your job, but go ahead and do what you got to do. Don't lose your slavery. Make sure that you be there for Passover, April 15th. That is next Friday. Slide. Next Friday? Yeah, count. Next Friday. Sundown. All right? But the Feast of Unleavened Bread, all leavened outside of your house for 7 days. All right? With that, Akimau Squad, check the bulletin board in the back. If anyone wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing our black boot, shirt, headbands, and scarf. With that, I encourage salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Mike Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatah. That's my time. So, I encourage salute to the Akim, men of Israel, Mike Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatah. Yes, my time. So, turn for the sisters. Majid, Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al-Thun by Shem Yahushua. Yazanatah. Class dismissed.
Just want to do this real quick. I'm gonna click it down.